Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Fields. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I can't believe they even let you play.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Joe Mixon, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the ground, this is Johnson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit! A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready. Mike, spot 4. Here we go. Let's bring it. Bring it. Let's bring it. Check 43.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A very solid gain of 27. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They do not score.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Pull it together.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. It's Holloway. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Open man is Holmes. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
We own them. Watch the edge. Rotate. Spin. Bravo. Hey. Banjo.
So that'll back him up 5.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Check 9, check 9. It's great. Hayward. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 55.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Check 52.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Go, go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 66. Bullet. Now. Check, check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now they run with Mixon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Joe Mixon. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Watch the boot.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 55 yards.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 8 yards out, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot.
And he's into the clear. 30, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Let's go.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 25 yards that time. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's first and 10. Now back to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Watch the screen. Watch the go.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike, check. 59. Get that quarterback at all costs. Mike's 5'9", Mike 5'9". Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike, shut up.
He'll look to throw.
Come baby.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10.
My game. I'm coming for you. You
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to Mixon on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Lions 28, Packers 12.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. 35's the mic. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down now. It's Fields. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And an alley to run. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Well, here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 17-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
35's the mic.
2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He's good. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch 57. Watch the screen.
2nd and 1. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, baby. Yeah.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Mike 54. Night, sweetheart. 66. Bullet pass.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Let's go, D. Come on. It's going to be a long day, offense. Set up. It's going to be a long day.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 3rd down gain of 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 13. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are able to get a score back. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready. 52's the mic. It's our time. SOS.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Here's a run with Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, and make it the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check 24, check 24. Michael, 59. Mike's 59. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let it go. Get that ball.
They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm going to hit you. Right. Check. 59 Mark. 59 Mark. Check. Anyway. Let's pick it up. It's out. Let it go. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Check. Right. 59. Orbit. Check. Kill. He's coming. Double up. 22. Check. Bomber. Double up. 22. Check. Bomber. Check. Fresno. Slam.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd down and inches. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Big stop, D.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 2nd and 5. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Quick the edge. Come. Chef. Delta. Go. I got him. On me. Right.
They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point forthcoming. And the 3rd time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go.
Makes the score Lions 56, Packers 25.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Johnson odds poke 3. Football's out. And the Packers pick it up. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. The try here for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Again, it's Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They're going to look to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. And to give this time to the tailback. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Second and 11. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Rip left, rip left. Mike 9, Mike 9. Bang L, bang L, bang L.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check 59, Mike. Mike.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, alert 3, alert 4. Go. Motion, check. Shift.
He'll drop to throw.
Here we go, get off the field.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
59 mark. Check, 59. Go.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Check 52's the mic. Hey, here I come.
On second down, it's Fields. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Mixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Joe Mixon. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elsewhere, a fourth-quarter score now from Tampa, and the Bucs having little problem in that one. They've just opened the lead a bit further. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Set, go. 3 down. Mike, 8. Orbit. Yeah.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go. Go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Detroit.
Here we go.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after here coming up. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Lions 84, Packers 54.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm